What's up, and welcome back to the Neighborhood Podcast. I got our special guest in the house tonight. I got the man himself in the house, Tim. Yeah, thank you for coming on, brother.
Thank you for having me on, brother.
I appreciate your time, man. Yeah, so gonna catch up with Tim today, just see what he's been up to. Talk a little bit about his journey and whatnot. So, yeah, how you been, my brother?
Yeah, I've been good, G. I've been good. Fucking feels good to be back on the podcast, G. Doing it for so long, G.
Yeah.
And then, cut out.
Telling Tim, when I first came across his content, I seen him and his lovely wife on the podcast scene, and that's how I was like, oh, this guy should be a natural on the podcast here.
Bro, it took a while, G. We did some stuffed up ones. This one time we went to there's a place called the Cannabis Museum.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abe. And before it, he was like, bro, try all the stuff here. And we're like, oh yeah, all good. And this is back when Fats was our cameraman. So it was like me and Fats and that. Bro, we ended up getting written off, bro. We jumped on the podcast, bro. I didn't talk the whole time, bro. For 2 hours, I was like, bro, and the camera, I'm like looking up. My missus is carrying the whole podcast, bro. And I'm like, bro, just munging out. And we had to redo it. We watched the footage back. My missus was like, no way. Like, look at you. You're not even one eye's up. I'm like, they're trying to talk to me. And I'm like, fuck, I couldn't even move,
Zoning out.
Yeah. So then I had to buzz him 2 days later and was like, fuck. Sorry, bro, wasted your time. We're going to do that again.
Man, it's like that too, man. I had Kiss the Floor on this other podcast, and they had to run it back because apparently the audio didn't come through.
Oh, yeah.
But I was just telling him, they must have forgot just to put the bloody SD card in there.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things,
Yeah.
But the only way to level up in podcasting is just failing forward,
Man,
you gotta run the ball and
that's it.
Learn on the fly otherwise. That's like anything though.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're never gonna learn. You can't learn from a book.
That's me too. It's just do it and then just learn on the way, sort of thing,
It's the beauty of it, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro, and just for jumping on to share what you've been up to, especially with the troubled youth is. And what neighborhood did you grow up in?
West Massey Black.
Yeah, West Side, West Side. Bro.
Yeah, grew up in Massey, bro, and bro, loved it. Bro. I'm always trying to tell my sister, fuck, let's just move back. She's like, we're never going out there. Because my family still complain, or not complain, but they always talking about the helicopters and it's loud. But now that I moved out, I lived in up on the coast. When I go back, I'm not used to the helicopters in there anymore. It's just always helicopters or sirens. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So that's what my missus has no idea about. So she's like, no, never moving out here. Or I'm like, damn it. Because all my boys are still there.
Nah, bro, I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I live up on the shore now, but I still come back and forth. And you're right. I think living on the shore for a while now, you kind of get used to that shore life, and coming back and hearing the chopper and that around us, it's like wow.
Yeah, hard, and it's hard as well because West Auckland's my backbone, G. I don't have any family. I only got my mum, dad, and my brother. All the boys I grew up with, the whole hood, that was my family. Yeah. So when I moved away, it was I was always getting drawn. I always want to go back to the hood and see the boys just because they are my family.
Yeah.
So that's the hard thing with growth, moving out of your comfort zone and going to a whole new place. You just want to go back to where you were.
Bro, that's real, bro. That's real. We came 2 Saturdays ago. We came along with, I brought my 2 daughters and my wife and my youngest daughter. This homeless alky guy came up to us and was like, hey, what's up? And I was talking to him. And after I had a chat with him, my daughter turns to me and goes, I don't like this place. But I think it just goes to show where we live compared to where I used to live.
Yeah.
They're not used to the out the gate behavior,
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
It's alive though.
Yeah, man.
It's just alive, it's just more uncivilized.
Yeah.
It's more tribal for us.
Yeah.
Because that area holds our heaps of our energy, it's all our memories. It's like a book.
Yeah.
Hold heaps of knowledge. But when you go back to the hood, you're like, see that over there? Fuck your dad. Let's see if my tagging's still over there.
Your hood's still on the wall, eh? But back in the days, people were proud to have their name on the Ducks board, but on the streets, it's proud to have your name on the wall, on someone's fence.
Yeah, high top, G, sticker slaps. That's like, because I go back to Massey, like my old school.
Yep.
Did some work there, doing my program in the school there.
Yep.
Bro, and some of my stickers.
Where's that? Massey
High.
Yep.
And like, bro, like walking through there with the troubled youth, like with them, bro, still some of my like tags in there.
Yeah.
Still there. Even my name, like me and the boys used to have this wagging spot, bro, underneath the classroom. And we used to go like, we like decked it out. Like we had enough time to deck it out. We used to get wagged there, bro, and all our names are underneath there. And I was showing them, they're like, whoa, this guy is naughty. This guy's relatable.
Man, that's true, because when you walk away from that sort of life, it's hard to see yourself, you're once that person, eh?
Yeah.
And I think even with the line of work that you do too, bro, like how do you go about, like, you know, like just that change, like knowing that you were once this naughty kid, troubled youth, and seeing yourself helping other troubled youth, like...
I kind of tell the kids, like, fuck, I wasn't the naughtiest out of my boys.
Yeah.
Like, and there was people doing way heavier shit than... But what I learned is most of the troubled youth are followers. Like, there'll be one kid that's, like, getting, like, abused in some sort of way away from the group, and he's letting his anger out in front of his boys. And now there's other people that think, like, fighting in that's cool. So they'll see, like, one of the kids fighting and latch onto them, and then all of a sudden they're having their back. Then they're trapped in it, but they're not that naughty. They're just bored.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how most of it like starts. So I like kind of let them know, like, you don't have to do this shit. Like, bro, that's not even cool. Like, they'll try to tell me, like, bro, fuck, I just fucking did this. I'm like, bro, that's not even cool, G. Like, you don't need to be doing that. Like, and I know you're not that guy as well, you know? Because I know the ones in the groups that are the guys that, and I know their background.
Yeah.
And I know it's like real rough. So like, I just try and separate them. Because like when you start separating them, so when you see the real kid,
that's right. That's right.
But if you like got them together, he's trying, the like most funniest one in the group is trying to show off to the toughest one in the group.
Yep.
Because if the tough one laughs, then all of them are gonna laugh, you know?
Yeah.
So like I just try and separate them that way. He's like on the odd day, like just try and get one of them like one-on-one time with the other one, or even with like the ringleader. Just try and talk to them, G, and like just change their mind. But in saying that, like a lot of little YNs, they don't really listen. They don't really listen, but they'll listen later on down the track.
Yeah.
So like what I do with them mainly is try and give them like an incentive. So I'll be like, today we're gonna do like a business class, and I'll teach them like how to come up with a business plan. Whoever gets the best business plan gets $50. Then all of a sudden they're like, oh, $50, okay. Then they'll start like locking in with their ideas. But even then, I know they're not gonna do it. But it's getting their brain thinking that they can do other shit other than trapping.
Mean, bro. When I first kind of came around this sort of work, my thought was the roots. You know, like just what, like how you said, like with the boys, for example, like you hang around 7 idiots, you're the 8th.
Yeah.
You know, you hang around 7 wise guys, you're the 8th wise guy. You know,
exactly.
So and that's true. Growing up, like even for myself, peer pressure from your peers was massive. You know, like, and always trying to crack your mate up. And I think it's that feeling of fitting in.
Yeah.
And that's why we do it, you know, like for me, example, like I just wanted to fit in with, like for me, when I came from Tonga, I was a fob. So I just wanted to fit in with the boys.
I was definitely naughty. Like, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I loved doing naughty shit. But it wasn't like the shit we were doing, it was the memories and the moments that you're collecting with the boys you're doing with. Because, you know, like, you go and do something with the boys, and then after it, that's what it's about. Like, gee, you see me do that? Like, gee, I seen you, bro. And, you know, and it's that's bringing you together, plus the liquor, all of a sudden you're having the best night ever, G.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to look for those moments all the time. And, like, even... Like, at the start, I didn't even care about the youth, to be honest. Like, I didn't give a fuck. Like, my program was for adults. But, like, I'll shout out to Jeremy from Snap Fitness. He's the one who got me into, like, working with the youth, like, through his pro. He's like, bro, you can do something big with the youth. So I had to, like, create a youth program because I noticed that my adult program wasn't working on the youth. And then I got to know the kids, and I was like, fuck, these kids are, like, just like me. Or, like, they were doing kind of the same jokes that I used to do, or, like, insults or just naughty shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. So I like started like falling in love with like the youth. And then you go to different areas and they're all the same. Like all the kids are the same. So I was like, fuck, I started like actually trying to change them. But yeah, at the start, I couldn't care less. Like I never wanted to get into youth work. Like I was never driven to be like, oh, fuck yeah, I want to like stop the youth from changing I was the worst and influenced my youth to do stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
Because I didn't care, so it happened by accident. And then now I'm like I'm trying my hardest to like show them a way that there's a way out of where they are. Not in terms of like what they're doing, but like in terms of just trying to get a job, like a normal 9-to-5 job, because they're gonna end up doing the same shit. I'm trying to get them to think of like products to sell or like ways to do different things, because then from there it's gonna force them to learn. Because you can't tell a younger to do some other shit. Like most of them are into money. All they want is money because all their boys got the best gears, or like the girls like the clothes these days, or like the whole chemistry's changed these days. So if you try and drive the youth into creating legit money and show them like there's ways, that's the way that will spark their brain to like move away from certain things. So they'll be like, oh, I gotta act different, or like, oh, now I gotta set up this here. So like that's what I'm trying to do, rather than trying to like be a drill sergeant and treat it like an army and being like, don't do that or don't do this. I never tell them anything. I just guide them, and I still let them get up to whatever they get to. But like now I'm noticing these kids that are actually changing and being like, bro, I just hit all my goals, or like I haven't gotten into trouble for like 6 months. Like there was a kid I've been mentoring for a while, and he hasn't been in and out of boys' home, hasn't gone into trouble, hasn't done a lot of things, bro. And I went and just bought him some TNs the other day, got him a little Christmas present.
Dumb man, bro.
And like, bro, you should have seen his face. He was like, oh,
that's big, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's big, especially to the young ones.
Hard. So I'm like, bro, like there's more of this if you just stay on track. And like people say like, oh, you shouldn't be bribing or like doing shit like that. But like, that's the only way these young boys understand. Like you're not bribing them. We're just like spending a little bit of our money, because in exchange, it'll change the path that they're going down. So like all day I'll spend a little bit of money on them. If it's going to mean that it's going to spark something in their brain where they can change their ways and actually like reach for other goals, because now they're like got incentive, because they can't go get a job or anything at that young age.
Yeah.
So like we got to be those people there and just sacrifice a bit of money to give them some shit that they like.
That's massive, eh? Just having that mentorship around him. Because I think growing up as a young youth, it's like you have dreams, but you don't know how to go about it, or you don't know how to find which pathway is actually gonna lead you towards your goals and that, eh? So
yeah. And this goes for adults as well. Like what I'm trying to do is trying to show people that you don't have to be stuck in a 9-to-5 job. Like we're not here to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, bro, most people wake up, go to work for majority of their day, then they left off a little bit of hours, and like sometimes they just want to relax. They don't even have time for their kids, bro. Like we shouldn't. That's not how we should be living, bro. I don't know. Like I refuse to do a 9-to-5 job because my goal and my vision is so strong. And like if you think about it, in the history of humans, like when you're in the like midst of something real bad, 9 times out of 10 you always make it out the other end, and it becomes all good. Like if you think like every issue you've been through, if you think about it properly, like you make it out the other end somehow, and somehow it's just a memory. So if you take that in consideration, you'll keep driving for your goal and you'll end up coming to everything. But instead of it being a brick wall, it'll turn into a speed bump on your road, because now you're taking it as a lesson or like something you can learn from, rather than being like, fuck, oh no, it's a bit tough now. I'll just go get a job.
Yeah,
because you end up getting depressed, bro.
Yeah,
I know people don't want to work their jobs, bro. I know they wake up like, fuck.
Bro, that was me when I was growing up, bro. Like, I just hated my job. Dude, I had to go just to, because we needed the money, Yeah. That one thing I hated about my 9-to-5 when I was growing up, bro, was like, the boss had the power to treat me like shit.
Yeah.
And like I would look at him like, fuck, I want to slap him, but like what you said, bro, I used to wake up every day like, fuck, I gotta go deal with this kind of game.
Hard.
Put you into a bad mental health state, like it does.
Yeah, but if you like try and like, I'm only relearning this now that you don't actually need, like I got 3 kids, I got a full ass family, bro. Like, and like some weeks we're just like scraping by, but I know my goal will pay off. I know my like dream is like slowly manifesting into reality, and like we actually don't need what we think we need. Like, what's the worst that can happen is probably you lose a house or like, I don't know, something, you lose your job. Like that, you'll be all good. You're always sorted out. So like, I'm in that mentality now where like, I'm just fully locked in. I'm building Re3, making it big, and just building other things on the side with all the time I've got now. And like, if I only scrape by and all I can do is pay the rent and pay some food, fuck, I'm happy with that.
Bro, and that's the entrepreneur mindset, eh?
Yeah, hard.
Bro, because you got to be able to take the good and the bad within the journey And bro, I definitely hear you, bro. Because even when I was coming up and starting my own little small businesses, like that's what I had to deal with, like being okay with not having much. But I think it's just that passion that I had and knowing that it's gonna work. You know, and like I think you need that mindset because I think for many people that I've talked to is like they quit when they don't see any progress.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like that's the gap right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not seeing it, but you know.
Yeah.
The way I see it. Like when I started my entrepreneurship, was like I don't need a crowd to be clapping, or I don't need anybody to be or a support system because I know where I'm going.
Yeah. No doubt.
And like it's a tough mentality, and people say like always work together, but I think growing up, I just never relied or trust anyone like that, and then I think it kind of built a character around that. Being like I think just relying on myself. You know, like and yeah.
That's all things you got to learn the way. Like, it's kind of like a video game. Like you're not gonna get to the next level if you're on the same level. Like if you want to get to the next level, you gotta sacrifice the old you that was stuck on that level, and that's the problem that you hit. You'll hit an issue, and you'll be like, oh fuck! You either face it, level up, and change, or you quit and remain the same. Like, and you don't want to remain the same, and then you'll complain and be like, oh nah, I can't do that because of this and that. You can do it. You just gotta change yourself. Like I've had to change myself every step of the way. I do this thing called mental gardening every day. Like at night, I'll get my journal out, figure out like what the problems were of the day and how I can turn them into lessons, and then I'll like try and clear all the negative thoughts that I had before I go to bed. And that's what I call mental gardening.
Wow.
And that's just making sure that my flowers can grow and the weeds will die.
Wow.
Yo, so
that's a pretty mean practice, bro.
Yeah. So it's called a mental gardening, bro. And if I do that every night, if I do that every night for a week, I know there's going to be no change. But if I consistently do that all the time, I know it's going to stack up and it'll have that compound effect. And eventually it'll be big. You know, there'll be no more weeds. And I can just get a full roll on.
I like how you were saying like about the levels, and I feel you, bro, because I think from experience, I used to tell myself the new level requires new character, new person, new personality,
new powers.
And I think I've only built those characters and powers when I started my entrepreneurship. Was more not the gains but the losses, because the losses kind of taught me how resilient that I could be. So yeah, man, I love that mentality, bro, and that's a real entrepreneurship mentality, like to be able just to hold on and knowing that it's tough. But that's what I always try to teach the young ones, man, like that the road ain't easy. There's like no thing as easy money. Like, like to get to easy money, you gotta go through the hardships, and like it almost tests you as a person, Like when things get hard, it's like it tests you if you're really that guy that you say you are, or if you really want it,
And that's how people, so what happens when you get a 9-to-5 job, bro, is you end up, it cuts your imagination. Because now you're like, okay, I got this paycheck here. If I work on the weekends, I'll get a little extra money. You're capped though. You can't do anything else. That's your only extra money you get. Like other than that, you're working for the government. Anything you do, you're getting taxed. You know, so like as soon as you start taking those hours and accepting your paycheck, your imagination cuts off. You don't even think of anything. All you think about is your free time after work. And you end up just doing fucking stupid shit, watching Netflix and wasting your time. Where if you like don't accept the paycheck, you're forced to be a hustler. Like you're forced to be addicted on hustling and trying to get clients, trying to do this here. You're like trying to start new things here, and then you start failing. And then but you're failing forward because you're not accepting anything. You're just accepting that you're going to be an entrepreneur and that something's going to work. Like, and that's what I try and tell people, like, before you accept the paycheck, try and like make sure you're trying to try your own thing first. Like everyone I talk to, or even all the kids I mentor, or like the teens, like I'm trying to teach them, like, don't accept the paycheck. Right now, you're at home with your parents. They'll give you money, like you give you a little weekly allowance, and you don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay any bills.
No worries.
So right now is the time that you want to try and fucking build something for yourself. But yeah, they just don't have the tools. So that's what I'm trying to push with these teams. I'm like trying to help them start something off the ground. I even did something at Takapuna Grammar where I had a whole class of students, and they all had to come up with their own idea to make money, and then present it to the class, and then the winner got $100, bro.
When I was a qualified builder, coming up as an apprentice, man, that was like my worst days. You know, like
same. I'm a qualified builder as well.
yeah, I was getting and I was in the trenches. The bosses were giving me shit.
Yeah.
And like, you know, bro, and back in the day, bro, I didn't even know it was called worksite bullying and that, you know, like you just think it's part of the culture, you know, because like being a builder, it's a hard trade. Like it's like that men's mentality, like tough mentality. Like take that concrete pill and harden up sort of lifestyle. So, bro, and I was worse because I was working for these balangis and I always felt fucking racist fucks, you know, like. And then once I kind of leveled up, and it was just like that, bro. I just told myself, nah, fuck, I'm sick of being a fucking laborer, apprentice, you know. I want to stick my game up. And then I was like, fuck, but how do I do that? So I just sat down and I think I just switched on. I was like, fuck, I got to take the lead more, use my initiatives out there, you know, and start using my brain pretty much, And because when you're an apprentice, you're asking the boss 100 questions, like, what string line do I use? It doesn't fucking matter.
What's a string line?
What's a string line? They like, fuck, how do I fucking dodge a blocker and all this? And they're like, oh, nah. So I think once I leveled up my game and then I slowly moved on and ran my own little crew and that, man, I used to look back and I was like, fuck, I can't wait till my boss sees me one day. But I still catch up with my boss and he goes to me, nah, that's how I came up too.
Yeah.
You know, but then I thought, nah, we got to change that. Because
Yeah.
if these young ones come through, no one's going to last.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, we were built in a different era. Built
Yeah, they're
differently.
weak these days, bro.
Yeah, like mentally, I was like, these kids, they're either going to swing at you or they're going to leave, you know?
Yeah, hard. I was the same, G. I was an apprentice. And like straight away, bro, I was like the shittest worker, G. Like I was faking it. I fucking hated that shit.
Fuck me too.
Bro, I was like the biggest faker. Like, and I was only there. I got forced to do a trade from my old man. And bro, I was like a year and a half into my apprenticeship, and I was like, bro, fuck this shit. So I like buzzed my bro Jamal. I was like, bro, give me a contract. And he was like, hey, I was like, bro, I'll build a team. Like I was like, I know some builders. Like, I'll just give me a contract. And he was like, oh, you're sweet. So he gave me a Sentinel Homes contract, for a house. And I got a team of like mean experienced builders. And I ran my own team. But I was clipping all their tickets while I was being an apprentice.
Yeah.
And that's how I built up, bro. And I started like building my building business like that. But I wasn't even a qualified builder or anything. Yeah. And then the person I was getting my my contracts off, I was doing my apprenticeship under him. And then the boys around me, they were telling me what to do on site. But I was owning the company. I was paying all of them.
Wow.
I was paying all the boys. But I just knew straight away, like, bro, there's no way that I'll be working and slaving away this long for like minimal money. Because like back then, apprenticeship, I think I was on like $16 an hour or something.
Yeah, back in the day.
And I was like, bro, I can't live off this.
Nah.
So then once I got all those boys in there, I was getting like 35 an hour, that's all good.
Yeah.
Like for apprentice.
Yeah.
And they were like getting a little bit more. And then eventually got better and better and then got like a bigger crew. But still, I hated it. Like, I disliked it, bro. The only time I'd like going to work is if I wanted to like yarn with the boys.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, play around and have a bit of fun here and there. But I still hated it, bro. And like, when Re3 took off out of nowhere, I was like, bro, that's what I want to be doing. So I just shut everything down and just went full noise on that.
Wow.
Because it's stuff I like doing. Like my program with the youth or with adults. So at first it was only adults, right? So I was only working on Sundays. Like, so it was all the whole week was just like guiding them through the week with the new tools.
Yep.
And then only on Sundays I'll talk to them. So I was working 1 day a week out of 7.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when I got into the youth, I changed it up to I had to work the whole week with different schools. I had like 6-7 schools at one time.
Wow.
And one session will be boxing, one session will be fitness, and then next session will be mindset. So I was doing that, and then that's how I started getting busier and busier. But I felt like I wasn't working.
Oh.
It feels like I haven't worked in so long. But we working, man.
Yeah. I guess when you love something, it doesn't feel like work, eh?
Yeah. I know.
Bro, so how long were you building for?
Probably like 15 years on and off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
But actually working, maybe like 3. And that was recently.
Full years.
Yeah. Like that's being honest as well. Maybe like 3 or 4 years. For real.
Man. bro, I think we got a similar journey, man. Like when I left my boss, like he didn't finish my apprenticeship because I feel like back then they held that against you. Like, you know, like, and it was pretty rare for guys to get an apprenticeship and actually finish it. So when I left, I think I only done 2 years of my apprenticeship.
Oh, yeah.
And bro, same story. I started my own company. I was running it and I wasn't even qualified. And then I just signed myself up. And then and then that was funny because the BCITO guy goes, so who's gonna sign you off? And I was like, the supervisor we were subcontracting to because we were only doing like labor only contracts. And then so we had to come to a agreement with the main contractor that he'll be like actually supervising me. But we were good mates anyway. Like we were just fucking. Just had to buy him coffee every morning, like shit like that, you know, keep the relationship solid.
Hard.
But I was the same, bro. I was running like a crew up to like 30, nearly 40 guys. But we were mainly doing labor only because
that's the best.
Yeah, bro, it's the best because I didn't like dealing with the paperwork sort of side. And like just dealing with clients in general, like I kind of hated that, you know, like.
Labor only is good as well. You can skim some else on that.
Yeah, 100, bro, 100. So when we did like fixed contracts, bro, we would just smash it out, and then once it came to like hourly, bro, milk it. And I'll tell the boys too, bro, walk slower than usual, but to a certain you know, because it'll all catch up at the end. They'll be like, why is the sticky so long and stuff.
We used to like have like a little rule where like the first 2 contracts we smash, and then the next ones we chill. Like just so they're like, these guys are locked in.
Bro, because I used to see building us like, bro, it was the next things to slavery, bro.
Hard. It's supposed to be the highest trade, bro. We get treated like shit.
And it's like hard labor. And bro, and to me, when I was on site, all the other tradies were getting better rates than builders. But we stayed
coming
from
in
the
shoes,
start.
not dirty. Like,
and at the start, the builders are there from the start to the finish, and they're like all in the between. Like the plumbers will come, do their bit, go. Sparkies come and do their bit and go. So I never really bloody understood how it worked there, but one of the guys told me on site, like, our rates are lower, but we actually stay there longer. But I'm like, bro, but we take most of the stress. Like, we actually got to deal with all the other sub-tradies.
Everything,
so I was like, yeah, man, we got a similar journey too. So I actually signed myself off Tudor's neighbor. He was a cool fella. He just liked Tongans. That's what he reckons, so I don't know.
He's just scared.
Mean, bro. I didn't know that you're a builder, eh?
Yeah. I was a builder. I was consistent at it, but I fucking hated it. Where like now I'm consistent at what I'm doing and I'm seeing more fruits from it already, you know? Like consistency is the key in anything you do.
100.
Like my bro Miz, like shout out to Miz, bro, he's like, I think he's the longest person I know that's been consistently at his dream, like at his goal. Like I can't think of anybody else that's gone as hard and as long as him. Like it's been years. He's a musician. He's like gone through it all, bro. And I've been there with him. Like I've seen it all. We talk all the time on that. Help each other out. But bro, he's like consistent at his goal. He's still not there yet, but he's still pushing, bro. Like he's still pushing and he's just trusting that their end goal is going to happen. He doesn't care when it's going to happen. And he understands also like all the stuff he learns along the way is only speed bumps. So like if anything bad happens, I'll be like, oh bro, like he'll tell me something. I'm like, oh, straight up. He's like, yeah, but it's all good. I learned this and this from it. So we move forward.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa, this guy's powerful.
Bro, that's powerful, right, man? Because not many of us can have that passion, eh?
Yeah, bro.
And it's all coming on the passion, eh? Like, how
so
much do you want it? And like, just trusting the process is easy said than done, eh?
Yeah, hard.
Bro, even like consistency, man. Like, you know, like, when I'm consistent going hard, I'm like, yeah, consistency is key. And then when I fall off, I'm like,
You know? And sometimes it's the people around you that derail you as well. Like, if I'm posting like consistently and someone's like, fuck, bro, you're always posting. And then I'll like feel in my head, I'll be like, oh yeah, maybe I need to kick back a bit. And then I'll kick back and then I'll see everything drop off. And then I'm like, bro, why did I do that? I'm like, fuck, back on consistency. And then like someone else says something. And now like I'm fully disconnected from what people say. Anything negative about anything that I believe in. And someone's got something to say about it, but they don't know jack shit about it. They have never walked it. I won't even listen, bro. People try to tell me shit and they've never walked it. They'll be like, oh, I've heard about that, bro. Like, me personally, I wouldn't. I'm like, okay, then don't. Like, don't tell me then. Unless you've done it. But if you know nothing about it, like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck.
100,
You
bro,
know?
100.
So that's what I've learned as well. Because most of like, what are they called? Like most of the noise in the background is just noise, meaning that those people haven't even done anything around it. It's like a rugby league fan or like a sports fan.
Yeah.
Like they've never played in the game. They're like, oh, how come I would have caught that? Like, fuck, you can't even get off the couch, guy. The fuck you talking about, bro?
Yeah,
What the
100.
fuck? You know, like people like that, like, oh, bro, do you see thing on the game? Like you go to site, you're like, see thing on the game? Oh my God, he missed his fucking kick. He's useless. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have went out the weekend before. Like, bro, fuck up. You don't even know.
They don't know, like even for that in general, like they don't know that those guys, they're physically tough and like durable, but then there's just days where they're off.
Yeah.
You know, and
They're
like
humans, bro.
and then like they can't control that.
Yeah.
You know, like and people are like watching from the sideline, like what you're saying, like, bro, come on, that wasn't me. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but really it was like, bro, you would have been the same, you know, or worse.
Or worse, don't even be in the team, bro. Fuck, just enjoy the game. The fuck?
Mean, bro.
Yeah, fuck. He
Right.
feels like that. Even like, yeah, that goes with everything. Like even when, like, bro, the pain party, the pain party boys, they're killing it, bro. They're fucking killing it. And they're going hard.
Yeah, man.
And even like we faced our first like bit of adversity at the comp.
Yeah.
Like these
The first one or the second
no,
one?
the second one, the one that just passed. Like these people came over and was like, "This isn't how you do a burpee. Like you're supposed to do this and that." And I was like, "Oh no, it's like this and that." And she's like, "Well, they didn't do that and they just won. Like we want a rematch." And like the boys didn't know what to do off the bat, you know.
Wow.
And I was like, "Look, like we're getting better. This is our first time. Like we're learning as we're going.
Yeah.
But there's nothing we can do. Like the battle's over." And like right, and we just dealt with it there on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, but like those are the moments there where we learned. So now when we had our meeting, we're like, okay, boys, like we need to make sure we're on with our judging next time. Because sometimes you like judge your boys and it's like you want to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Like for them, but you don't want to tell them like, no rep, you can't. That's wrong.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
now that we've faced that, now we know like fuck, we can't do that again. Like we got to be strict with what we're doing.
Yeah.
For everyone. And we've learned from that. We don't want to have that happen again because it's only going to get bigger, eh?
Yeah.
Like every time you don't face something that happens to you, it just gets worse and worse. It's like that story about that guy that's drowning and he's like praying to Jesus. He's like, send me some help, I'm drowning.
Yeah.
Or a boat comes past. Nah, all good, bro. Jesus is gonna save me. He's like,
Yeah.
sweet, drowning still. Another boat comes past. Nah, leave it.
Yeah.
Ends up in heaven. Jesus is like, bro, why don't you take the help? I sent 2 boats for you. You know, it's like you go keep coming until it smacks you straight in the face.
Yeah.
So like with little things like that, we're like, okay, we're gonna just take that on and like make sure it doesn't happen again because it will only get worse, eh?
It's like that saying, that builder saying, she'll be all right.
Yeah.
But really, it's not all right. Eh? It's just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, hard.
Nah, mean, bro. Yeah, they had a good... I came down to the first event at Lions Den. That was mean. I kind of missed out on the last one. I had a little family thing, but... Bro, the boys are just growing, you know?
Yeah,
They're still
hard.
growing, and that's right. Like, those participants that have something to say, they don't know how hard it is just to run the event.
Yeah, bro. Hard
You know,
out.
like you gotta deal with the things behind the doors and gotta face the people. You
Yeah.
know, like it's not easy.
Nah, no way.
Cause I think for me too, like when I was helping out in the community a bit, like someone said to me that something that kind of got me like a bit doubtful. I started doubting myself. You know, there were we were talking about they were talking about how we were doing work in the community, and I mentioned, but it takes time. You know, like there's time. There's a lot of time involved. And then she goes, "Oh, but it's not a waste of time if it's for the community." And it kind of paused there, and that stuck with me, you know. And then in my head, I was like, "Oh, but I don't see you out here in the community doing something about it." You know, like you're kind of judging what I'm doing out here in the community, but I don't see you out here.
Yeah.
You know, so like you kind of just had to go with what I'm doing because I'm the only one out here. You know, like your thoughts and your plan can start coming to life once I see you out here doing your part.
Yeah.
You know, because it's easier to sit from the sideline, just like how we watch our kids play footy on Saturdays. It's easy for me to yell out, "Come on, man, make that tackle!" Eh? But being in the field, you know, my son's like tired and all that, like you know, like so. I kind of took that into perspective. I was like, oh, it's just like fans,
Yeah.
supporters on the side. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of have to deal with that stuff if you're
part
in
of
this
it,
line
eh?
of work.
Yeah, part of it.
Because I notice in this line of work, you get judged a lot. Because even if you do good or bad, people always got some sort of opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Or they have some input. But they never action the input. They're just more like, it's what they think,
Yeah.
Because we all have an input on something.
Yeah, hard
But it's the hard bit is actually doing it.
Yeah,
So that last time when I had the interaction with that lady, I was like, oh, bro. But I was just like you. I was like, man, I can't let these people talking to me.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have to brush that stuff off, man. And like even for you, like, it was people that were kind of around me at the time, And then I felt like, man, I gotta be careful because I'm trying to help people, but you don't want to lose yourself as well.
Yeah.
Because they're only listening and following because of what you have in you. And I keep trying to teach them it's not materialistic stuff that you want. It's more like good character, personalities, the morals and the values.
Yeah.
Because I always say to my mates, that's what really attracts money is good character. Yeah, like good character wants to go around to positive like spaces and vibes.
Yeah.
Like if I meet someone, like say I'm a businessman and I see another businessman and he comes off as a dick and bad vibe, I'm not gonna deal with him.
Yeah.
I want to be like, fuck this. There's a million other business people that I can deal with.
Yeah.
And like that's how I used to move with business. Like if you just came across as a dickhead, I'm like, nah, I'm not dealing with you. Even though when I did my building business, if I felt you were a dickhead, like I'm like, bro, if this is you, imagine you on site, because they're worse on site than they are in the room, eh? So
it's energy, eh?
it's energy,
Money's
bro.
energy. It's just the energy getting traded for energy.
It is.
So if you put like positive energy into things or like move with the correct intentions, you're gonna get the correct money that's weighed out for that is
100, bro.
That's how my like program ended up leveling up. Like, because I was charging low airs at the start, like for my program, because I don't know what I had. Like, I don't know the worth.
Yeah.
As I started doing it, though, people were like clients will be like, "Is that all? Like, bro, you need to like fucking put it higher." I'm like, "Oh yeah." So then the next client, like literally like the next day, oh, how much is this? So it would have jumped up way more, and they're like, "Yeah, sweet, all good." Then maybe like 2 clients later, they're like, "Bro, you need to charge more," And then that's how it built up because the energy that I was putting into it and like my intentions that I was teaching people and the results, I started like amplifying bigger and bigger. And then from there, now I could see the worth, But it's hard at the start, like not to mix and mingle with bad energy because at the start you want the money, But that's how you like end up selling your soul and going down the wrong path of dealing with people, and then it ends up becoming a way bigger headache than it was,
100%, man.
But you can only learn that. You can only learn that from fucking failing forward, though, G. Failing forward.
Yeah.
If you're going down, if you're not like getting challenged going uphill, you're going downhill.
100.
And that means you're not leveling up.
Yeah.
Like, and what happens when you walk up a hill, G? That's hard. It's hard work. You try and run up a hill, bro. It's hard. You end up walking the whole way. You can't run up a hill that's real long.
Yeah.
But if it starts flattening out, that means you're not leveling up. And if you start going downhill, that means you're going downhill in real life. You'll notice when you're at the top as well, because you'll be tired. It'll be years and years and years later, but you'll have all the fruits, everything will stacked up. And that's when you can like kick back a bit.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is maintain.
Yeah.
But if you feel yourself going downhill, you're going downhill. Like you're not going up.
Yeah. Because nothing comes easy in life, Like the things you work for or you want, there has to be many bumps on the way,
Yeah.
Like, and you gotta fall, you gotta fail. Like, I have a lot of mates that ask me too, like, oh man, I want to do this and that, but they haven't started it. It's just a thought, and I'm telling them, bro, you just gotta do it, and if you fail, that's part of the process. Like, a big one for me, bro, was I met this millionaire, probably a billionaire. Bloody Indian fella, he owns like thousands of homes and hotels in New Zealand. And he asks me, is this your first company? And I said, yeah, this is my first company. And he laughs. And I was like, what's funny? And he goes like this to me, talk to me when you're on your 5th company. And I was like, huh? And then I didn't get it, I just kept on going about my day. And then when I seen him at the end of the day, he goes to me, have you figured it out? And I was like, nah, I didn't get it. And he goes, oh, because you have to fail a few times to understand what business is really about. And he told me, bro, this is my 10th, maybe 12th business. And I'm like, wow. And he's got like He's got the Royce, he's got the Lambo, the McLaren, and his thing. And he was like, and he told me, bro, like I worked almost 10 years, and then I only started living good the last 2 to 3 years. You know, and he said that it was well worth it because not only did he work for it, he learned character, he learned discipline, perseverance, and all that good stuff, you know. And he told me that's what you actually need to maintain the bag. Was you need the patience, you need the perseverance, you need the discipline. And I told him, bro, I actually do need that, you know, because it's easy to get the bag, but it's the maintaining bit that's hard, you know. Because for me, it was the discipline. Was once my building business started booming, we were eating out like nearly every night. We were out there like, and it got silly, bro. Like weekends, we were like just stopping by cafes and restaurants, not really caring about the cost, but trying something new. You know, and when I look back now, I was like, man, like, you know, like, man, if I went backwards, you know, like I would have done it all differently. But then it gave me that thought. But if I didn't fail that, how would I know that now? You know, and that's something that I love about the struggle, and I see the beauty about the struggle. Like it teaches you discipline, like that nothing else can teach you. Like a proper discipline and that patience. Like I'm not sure how you grew up, but for me, like we never had money, so I didn't know how to act when the money came. You know, when it came, I was like, you know, people. Asking me for loans, and I was like, sure. Trying to be the cool guy, pay back whenever. But really, I'm like, bro, can you pay back now?
Actually, you did it, man.
You remember that 200?
Hard. Another thing, like going back to your what do you say? Like your boys in there telling you about the dreams in it. That's one thing that I tell people not to do. I'm like, bro, don't tell me what you want to do. Because what happens when you tell someone, you get that instant gratification. Then 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to do it because everybody around you is like, gee, that's a mean idea. You're like, yeah, bro. Hard. That is a mean idea. You'll never follow through. So like, I never tell anybody anything I'm doing because I used to do that. I used to be like, bro, I'm going to do this here, this and that. They're like, gee, that's mean. That's bad. You're like, hard. And then you don't end up doing it. So now I don't tell anybody what I'm doing until I've got a rolling G. And then they're like, what are you up to? I'm like, oh, this here. Then I'll like show them. They're like, oh, what the heck? I'm like, yeah, bro, I've been working on it. Like, because then it's already there. And now you can like get it rolling. Because then if they can see it, they're like, bro, I'll buy some. Like I just made my own Re3 online page.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Like with merch and stuff.
Nice.
And I showed the boys like, gee, there's the journals in it. They're like, bro, we'll buy some journals. Because it's there, you know, the idea's done. I've done all the hard work. So it's there. That's the time you want to tell someone because it's actually rolling. So if you've got like a goal and a dream and stuff like that, don't go around telling people because like you're not going to do it.
Don't tell them your next move.
Yeah, bro. Don't tell anyone until it's rolling.
That's true, bro. Because that was like me too. Once I kind of learned that was like not tell everybody your next move. Because I felt for myself, it put pressure on me. You know, because once I told someone, oh, I'm doing this, and once it seems like it's not working out, you start stressing. You know, you're like, oh man, the bro's gonna think I was talking shit. You know, and like, yeah, you're right. And that feeling of like, you know, oh, mean. Very, that's mean. Because I reckon out here too, we need a lot of the older brother mentors around. You know, like look at our youth these days. And everybody talks about the youth like, oh man, they're like this and like that. But I believe we just need more older brothers around, like bigger homies, and proper older homies. Not leading him to jail or into a grave, but more leading him into life, into a better lifestyle.
It's even the schools though. Like back in the day, like if we had naughty kids or we were being naughty at school, there was a program in school. Like it would be like we had this thing called RTP. I don't even know what that meant. But you got sent there if you're naughty and they'll just like try and guide you through things and then you go back to class. Where like these days, they'll straight expel a kid. Like they just remove the problem from the school and they're too young to do anything. They're like 13, 14. Like what do you expect them to do? And that's why the youth crime rate's through the roof.
100.
Because like no one's dealing with the issue. The schools are just like, this is what we're going to do these days, okay? We're just going to remove the problem. If anybody does anything, like up on the coast, on Hibiscus Coast, they got the highest expulsion rate in Auckland.
No way.
In Auckland, bro. And like there's just these young kids
on the coast.
On the coast, bro. And the kids aren't even naughty. Like I like interact and help the kids talk to them. Like they talk to like, hey sir, like so proper and everything. But like it's because the schools have like a no tolerance plan now these days, which it doesn't work. Like these are young kids, bro. Like from a baby, we're getting taught how to be a human. Like we're not a human when we first come out, right? So we're like rebellious. We like fight against stuff. We'll jump on a table. The mom will be like, "Don't do that." You're like, "Okay, I can't do that." Like so, we're still learning at that young age, like what we can and can't do. We're still fighting back against. Like we're still resisting what people want us to do.
Yeah.
So like we got to guide the youth in school. Because if you just kick them out, they got nothing to do. And what else are they going to do? They're going to do what they want to do, which is have fun with their boys, catch up the shit, knock on people's doors, run away. Like, they're just out having fun. They're not actually thinking they're doing anything naughty. And then when, like, someone, like an older person in the community is like, "Oh, stop doing that." And they're like, "Bro, fuck up." Like, they start biting back. That's because they don't know how to deal with any issues because no one's showing them in school.
Yeah.
They're just getting kicked out for like, wagging, bro. There's full companies. I don't know if there's other areas that have it. But there's full companies out there that are like truancy officers, like as a company. Like back when I was at school, like that wasn't even a thing.
Wasn't even a thing, eh, bro?
Nah, because the schools were dealing with it. Like the teachers had time. It's like all of a sudden, like the teachers don't have time to like actually like tutor the kids. They're just there to run what they've learned to do in school. We're like, we need some teachers. They're probably not getting paid enough though these days. They probably realize, but if we can get their money up, the teachers will like actually put more love into the kids, not go into the class and be like, "Sweet, copy this." Yeah. Like most people are there just for the paycheck, and that's making the kids like leave school and get up to crime. Yeah. So like, I think it starts with the school, but further back it'll start with the government like paying our people correct, I guess.
Yeah, 100, eh? Because look, bro, like even with my kids, like I learned this year they spent a lot of time off school because of teacher strikes and all that, eh? Yeah, man. That's massive, bro. It's just buzzing to know that the coast has more kids being bloody expelled from school than South Auckland.
But see, it's because they're not putting up with like one little thing, you know? Like I'll talk to some of the kids like, "Oh, how come you're not in school?" They're like, "Oh, bro, like I didn't go to school for a week." I'm like, "Bro, what?" Yeah. Like they're not even bad kids, bro. Yeah. It's just the tolerance up there is real. And then the people on the community pages are wondering why there's all these youth are out on the street and doing stuff, bro. It's the school's fault. Yeah. Like, and there's only so much we can do up there. There's not that much people that care, like, for the youth.
Because even the kids themselves, like what you're saying, bro, is like, I believe it 100%, like, they're still learning. And I can say that for even some of us bloody adults, we're still learning.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we're still learning life, and, like, you need to give people, like, second chances, you know?
Yeah, hard.
Because once you kick them out the first time, they've learned what they've done wrong, but now they can't reapply that.
Yeah.
You know, because now they have to go somewhere else. Or
like back in the day, I think before the industrial era, everybody was entrepreneurs. Yeah. And then when like the industrial era kicked off, it was like boom, and that's when the schooling changed. Yeah. And that's when it became like a fucking military type of school to try and get everybody used to work in these factories. So they kind of like based all the schooling around that. And that's what like kind of switch everybody's brains off as well from like becoming an entrepreneur. Because before that, everybody was trading goods, like farming and selling their meat, and like it was all good to work for themselves. But now these big corporations came in as well and just pushed the agenda.
Some, like, they want us to work like a 9-to-5 job, eh? Be a scientist or something, but they never really teach you about being a hustler or trader. You know, trade this for this. Like, you're right, bro. It is a place where they teach you how to be a 9-to-5 worker, you know? Do as you're told, stand up, sit down, put your hand up when you want to be spoken to. So
all of that. Go when the bell goes, that's your smoko.
Give them some guidance here and there, you know? And I used to think it was like a lot of work, but now, like working with you and like locals around here, I kind of found like it's just playing your part. Like doing the little things, like how you said earlier, was like you just bought the one of the kids a TN, like a pair of shoes, you know, and it's those little acts that go a long way. Because that will stick with him for years to come. I don't. You know, and he'll be like, man. And it's like a pay it forward because he's gonna do it to the next person. He's gonna be like, he's gonna look back and like that little moment there. He's gonna be like, when it comes to his time, he'll be like, "Oh, I'll buy you a pair of Nikes for the next person." And that next person might not know it, but he knows that someone did something, like gave him a kind gesture earlier. It's like paying it forward, and it'll be like a ripple effect. You know?
Just getting them to like. It's also something for them to look at as well. Every time they put on there, but like, Or their mates like, bro, how'd you get those shoes? Oh, fuck, I was like, did good, like did this here.
Yeah.
Been out of trouble. Like, so like, that's another conversation that will like spark up between him and his friends as well. So like, I just want them to kind of realize like that. But yeah, and saying that with the youth, we can't force anything. And that's what a lot of like programs out there are trying to do, trying to make us like act different. Like at one of the schools I went to this one time, I got invited into like their like teachers lounge. Like I went an hour before their lunchtime, and then my next hour was after lunchtime. So they're like, oh, you can come into the teachers lounge. And for ages I was like, nah, all good. Like didn't want to go in there. This one time I went in, I was like, oh yeah. And then this one teacher was like, oh, what do you do here, man? I was like, oh, I'm just working with the troubled youth. He's like, oh, yeah, you're dressing like a homie. Like, saying that to me. Bro, and in my head, I was like, bro, homie, your face. What are you saying? And I was like, oh, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I'm a teacher. I was like, oh, true. Like, you stuck here all day? And he's like, yeah, I love my job, man. I'm here the whole day. I'm like, oh, true. No, I only come here for like a couple of hours and then I'm done for the day. He's like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, bro, yeah.
He knows he doesn't love his job, man.
Oh, do you control your hours?
Man, and that's what I love about being an entrepreneur. Is like being able to juggle your time around to kind of give yourself that lifestyle and what's important to you. Because even when I was being an entrepreneur, bro, like there was days where I felt like, man, it's just easier to go back to a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, but then I thought about it, I was like, if I go back to that 9 to 5, and when I want to do these other things that will help me grow as a person, I won't have that time anymore.
Yeah.
Because like how you said, bro, once that 9 to 5 is done, we don't want to do any extra work after work. We're too tired.
Yeah.
We just want to go home, rest, see our kids.
Yeah.
That's like when I used to work the 9 to 5, when I calculated it, I left home like minimum 5:30.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get back home till 6. And then I got 7, 8, maybe 9, like 3 hours with my kids.
Yeah.
You know, and then I started adding it up. That's 3 hours from Monday to Friday. That's like what, 5 times? That's only 15 hours I get with my kids.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so what are they doing for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
You know, and like and who's teaching my kids what?
Yeah.
You know, because when I come home, they're acting and saying these words. I was like, I think as a father, bro, for me, like I worry who raises my kids. Because it says it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
But what if the village is retards?
Yeah, hard
you
out.
know, like, and that's what worries me, because I want my kids to grow up with the proper learning.
Yeah.
You know, and like our legacy and our future is our kids, eh?
Yeah, hard out.
What they carry on, and it's like teaching my kids to not value money over family. We're different. Like we're trying to guide our families away from that lifestyle, because we've seen enough to know that it's not good.
Yeah.
Just like yourself, bro. You like you've done the street life. You are former Hells Angels. You pretty much seen the other side. You know, you've seen the underworld life, and pretty much.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't like thinking about, like it was like a heat of the moment thing. It wasn't like I was thinking that I wanted to leave to change my life because I'm over this lifestyle. It was like heat of the moment thing. And then after that, I was like, fuck, what am I going to do now? And like I was kind of lost, bro. I like even got worse on drugs. Yeah. Worse on cocaine.
Yeah.
I started doing like heaps of shit by myself. And then that's when I was like started spiraling real bad, and I was like confused. Yeah. I was like I had like no head, bro. I didn't know where to go or anything. And that's how I fell into like what's it called, like improving myself. Yeah. I started like practicing all these tools, and like on a daily though. So I started like implementing it every day, and just started focusing on boxing, and then started climbing with boxing, climbing the ranks. Ended up winning Golden Gloves and Auckland champs and stuff like that. Yeah. And that was like the main thing. How people were like, bro, what the hell? Like, and I was only boxing for like a couple of years. Ended up winning Golden Gloves.
Wow.
Yeah, at the time, bro.
Wow.
So that's how like people seen like, oh, like the self-improvement and all that stuff actually works, because we've seen it happen with Tim. Like I went from like just a corporate boxer to like within a year's span doing 2 Golden Gloves, winning one, winning Auckland champs, making the Auckland team go to nationals.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of like what sparked the program, actually, now that I think about it. Like sparked people's interest anyway.
Yeah. You would have had to go through it first to be able to speak the way you speak now, and be able to share the wisdom that you have now. You've had to go through it. That's mean, bro. And that self-development is huge because I'm big on self-development as well. Like, it's like you can't lead others if you can't even lead yourself. Because like I said earlier, like only the hood can help the hood.
Yeah.
You can't have someone like from Mission Bay coming in and trying to talk to us about like living in the hood and mental health and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, like what do you know about?
But
Like,
that happened like because the youth line workers, they like came in when I was with the other kids like on the shore.
Yeah.
All the like Beach Haven boys in there, and they came in and was like, okay, we're gonna play a game. They're like, fuck up, bro. They're like, oh no, no one's getting lollies. They're like, no one's getting lollies. They're like, we can get our own lollies. They're like, okay, like, bro, they don't know what to do. And I was like, oh, boys, fuck, let's just play the game, man. They're like, oh, yes. Even just offering lollies in it to them, I was like, oh. They're like, opens the bag, she's like, bag of snakes. I was like,
Giving it away.
Like, we're going to play a game. Whoever gets the answer right, gives a snake. I'm like, bro. I was like, look, I was the boys are like, bro, fuck up. I'm like, I was just sitting there like, oh, bro, you can't be offering a bag of snakes for a right answer.
Right, and I feel like that's what makes us the right people for working with troubled youth, because we were once troubled youth. And even when they say out there, oh, you're not qualified to do this, I was like, bro, you ain't qualified. Hey, you just don't know what you're talking about.
People always ask me like, oh, have you studied this and that? I'm like, fuck, I studied the streets. What the fuck you on about?
Life experiences,
hard. Fucking hell.
I feel like you need people with proper life experience more than qualifications.
Yeah,
because there's stuff you can't really pay, or you can't pay the kids to be good. Because the kids will just take your money and come back to to the trap house.
Because they're trying to squeeze like a whole life fucking experience into like 6 months of training. Like, and that's why these people are like, I'm a qualified youth worker. Like, shut up, no, you're not. You don't know anything about the youth. Fucking hell.
And it's the boys kind of know when they're selling you bullshit, and you know when they're selling you bullshit. But with youth workers, they're like, yes, no, like, But us, we're like, fuck, not even.
Bro, hard out. I can see it when they tell the other youth workers. That's why I like being there when other youth workers come. Because fuck, I can just see them like, bro, they'll like start sweating and like try and change the game. Like, bro. You can't be playing little kids' games with teenagers, bro.
Nah, 100%.
And they don't understand that these kids have had to be had to be old from a young age. Like most of these kids had to like man up from a young age, or like become the man in the house.
Responsibilities.
Because dad's missing, or they got to look after other kids. So they've already skipped all that shit. So like when these youth workers come in with like a bag of lollies and trying to do all these like little kid games, these guys' mindsets are already in the 20s.
They're on next level, eh?
They're already like in the 20s. They already know all their street smarts. They can see straight through you. But just because their age is like 15 and 14 and stuff like that, doesn't mean they're that age. That's just the age on the paper. Their mind is like way more developed because their parents could be like on drugs or like crack addicts or anything like that. So it forces them to become a man at a young age. Like, oh yeah, fuck, the kids aren't eating sweet. I'll do this for them. Or I have to go outside and hustle. Like, I have to go do this to get them food, Or I have to get myself food. Or I have to like protect them or protect my mum's word. Or like, So these kids are like had to grow up real quick. And that's what they're not teaching these youth workers in the uni. They're not teaching these kids are actually like adults. But like when they still got the immaturity in them where they like want to attack or like short fused. But everything else they're like real old. So like that's why half of them are real quiet. Like they'll just be quiet and like people will come and like, hey, like trying to talk to them. They're like, hey, so it's because they're really like mentally old. They've already been through all of that. They don't really want people to come in like and try and talk to them about this bullshit.
Because I think that's why they stay quiet most of the time, because they've matured too fast. Because usually when you're young, you're real still talkative. And you're still cautious and that. But when you've kind of seen a bit of things, you're like, nah, bro. Just want to thank you for coming out too, bro. You're the man, bro.
Thanks for having me on, brother.
I saw you guys did a few giveaways about a month ago or so.
The charity.
That charity, guys.
That kind of happened by accident, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I bought some meat packs off Avon Butchers.
Yeah.
I bought 2 meat packs. Bought 2 meat packs and gave it away, bro. And was like, people just I was like, messaging me or like reasons. I sent it, bro. The amount of people that messaging, I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't even want to give those meat packs away. Like, I was like, I didn't even announce the winners. Because the amount, like, bro, my DMs were like blowing up. I like messaged him. I was like, bro, you getting some messages? Like, yeah. I was like, fuck. I was like ashamed. I was like, bro, this 2 meat packs is not going to be enough for like for these people. So I was like, fuck. I'll just privately message the people that won. Didn't say anything. And then I buzzed my bro and I was like, fuck, how much is it for like a cow? Like a whole cow. He's like, hey. I was like, bro, I want to get it chopped up and turn into meat packs and just give it all out. And he was like, oh yeah, sweet, I sorted it out. So I got all the funds together. All these companies helped me. And we ended up doing 1 cow, turning it into meat packs and then getting heaps of other food as well. Made boxes.
Wow.
Gave it away out West Auckland from my old primary school, from Massey Primary.
Wow,
And
what a feeling.
And then from that, people started messaging me like, bro, come out south. We're like, okay. Bro, so then we did it ourselves. Bro, fed everyone there. And right now we're just planning one for Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're just going through all the challenges of that, though. It's like, fuck, it's hectic. Like, butchers pulling out last minute and shit.
Yeah. Bro, and to be honest, bro, that's a hard job, just trying to organize and connect the dots.
Yeah.
You know, like how you're saying, like they pull out last minute, you know, and that's hard. Yeah. Because you're trying to get everything happening, eh?
Yeah. Especially when I got like fucking 4 or 5 projects running at once, bro. So it's like, I'm trying to do everything. And like when few issues happen in a different area at the same time, you're like, fuck, you just want to tap out.
Yeah.
But like, you just got to push through, bro. So yeah, there's another place out west though, that I want to give a shout out, Fair Food. Like if anybody needs food, they'll just feed them. Like they got the contract for any like food that's about to go off.
Wow.
Like, I think it's got like a week expiry from the supermarkets.
Yeah.
So they get all the food gets sent there. And then they just give it out to places, bro. So if anybody's in need or anything like that, you don't know where to go. It's Fair Food in Avondale. Her name's Michelle. Like she'll hook the families up. There's families that go there like, oh, we just need some of this and that.
Wow.
So we've connected with them as well. With our charity, with 3-3 Movement.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be getting heaps of food off them as well to join with the meat and stuff. But just going through the stage right now and trying to find a new butcher to meat.
So it's Fair Food, eh?
Yeah, Fair Food NZ.
Yeah, shout out to Fair Food, man.
Yeah, they're doing it big, man.
Me and Kaupapa.
Yeah, hard. And it's all volunteers as well.
Wow. Man, because even when I stepped into this community space, bro, like I didn't know how many people actually like doing the community stuff.
Yeah.
Because even for me in general, bro, I was like, fuck, I wasn't even like, I didn't care. You know, like I didn't care like what was going on in the community in that until I kind of tapped in. I was like, wow, there's actually like a lot of like there's a massive need for this, you know?
Yeah.
But it's hard to get people to put their hands up to run the ball up, eh? Yeah, like, because they all want to volunteer, but nobody wants to do the convincing bit. Get the ball moving, be like, oh, I want to do this. Okay, I need this guy, her, and this guy on the team, you know?
Yeah.
That's the bit that I saw that nobody really wants to do. Was take leadership, eh?
Yeah, hard out. But it's hard for people to take leadership if they haven't seen anything. Like, I didn't care about the community.
Yeah.
Or like, I cared to a certain point, but when people started messaging me, like, one dude was left, and I didn't even tell him to send me it, but he sent me his bank account, like his bank statement, everything.
Wow.
And he was left with like $8 at the end of the week after paying all his bills, and they were like living off noodles and stuff like that.
Wow.
Just like to get by, 2 kids, him and 2 kids. Yeah, so like I got him the meat pack. And then I told my boy Zach Martin, shout out, love you, brother. Told him about it, and he's got to connect with a tuna company, and we sent pallets of tuna out to his house as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, just to help him out, just help him get by, give him a little breathing room.
Bro, that's actually massive, bro. And the man for doing that for them, bro, because especially times being hard now,
Hard.
Bro, it's hard everywhere, bro. I've never heard anyone say lately, like, oh, it's been, like, you know, smooth sailing lately. Nah, bro. Yeah. No one's smooth sailing. If you are, you're probably lying. Eh? Unless you're doing some illegal activities there. I appreciate that, bro. And bro, you're definitely right, bro. I love what you and your family is doing for the community, bro. Especially raising your guys' kids at the same time. That's hard work, man.
Yeah.
And
I see it's also getting them involved. Like the kids are involved in it as well.
Yeah, I see your boy in the trainings and that.
Yeah. But there's a whole team. Because I don't know how to do paperwork and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like there's a whole team of us that's running the charity.
Wow.
Like I just come up with the ideas. I just do the fun part.
To the team.
Yeah. I do the fun part, and the team's like, okay, we'll do this.
Yeah.
They're like, sweet. We're not anti-government, but we don't want anything through the government. Like just because we've seen it with other charities that like rely on the like funding, and then all of a sudden they can just cut your funding,
Chop.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we've gone through businesses.
Yeah.
Like we're all privately funded.
Yeah.
Like everything we do is all through the people. That's why our sayings for the people, by the people.
Yeah.
Because we're not going through the government. And that also like has helped us. Like a lot of companies now are like, bro, we're keen to jump on board.
Yeah.
Like keen to do this and that. And also like eliminates them trying to control anything or like doing extra paperwork
Yeah.
for the funding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like getting into a pool or
Because
like,
that's the hard bit, is the paperwork and trying to show all your proof of receipts and that.
yeah. But if you just go through like private funds, like there's no paperwork. You just tell them like, this is the mission here. This is what I'll do. This is what we can give back to you. Like put your logo on the video.
Yeah.
Not much else we can do. Like people are like, yeah, sweet, all good.
Yeah.
We're keen to do that.
Because most of the companies, it gives them that good look, eh?
Yeah.
You're helping on the community.
Yeah, hard. And if you get like 10 companies and get them all to chip in 200, like
Bro.
that's nothing for a company.
Yeah.
But altogether, you got $2,000 right there to like feed people.
Yeah, that's massive, eh?
Yeah, to give people back. So like, even if you get more companies, get like 40 companies all doing $100 each. You know, like right there, that's $4,000.
Damn, yeah, that's right, bro.
And that's nothing to those people, you know?
Yeah.
Just small donations.
Bro, I just love what you're doing for the youth. Love what you're doing for the troubled youth, especially.
Yeah,
And
shopper, huh?
especially coming from a different, like, you know, like how you said, came from the hood, being around the bikie scene. You've pretty much seen it all, like the other side, eh?
Yeah.
And yeah, so love it, bro. And I appreciate you for taking time out, especially your busy schedule, to come and share some words of wisdom with the team and our viewers. And before we go too, I just want to do a massive shout out to our sponsors, Reserve Tamaki, nurturing innovations in Tamaki, doing wonderful things in the community. And I just want to thank Tim for taking time out from his work and family just to come and share some words of wisdom, especially for our young viewers. Tim, any motivation or anything you want to leave for the youth?
Probably just, if you want to level up, you got to get rid of the old level. Like you got to get rid of the old self to become a new person. And that's the only way you're going to level up. There's no way you can stay the same and expect yourself to like reach a new level in life. It just doesn't happen. So just be prepared to learn. Growth is all right. Change is all right. Change is good. I know a lot of people are stuck. I was the same. I thought I'd never change. I'm never going to change. Like never change my views on things and certain things like that. But you got to change. We're part of the earth. We're natural. We're part of nature. Everything changes in nature. Okay, if you resist it, you become depressed. You start becoming fake, because inside you naturally change. So just go off the flow, and make sure you got some goals that you can follow at the same time.
Love it, brother. Love it, brother. The new level requires new character, a renewal of your personality, and yeah, bro. Thank you, brother, for taking
all good,
that
brother.
time, and I appreciate you. And that's us. We out.
We out, man.